Okay, FS1 NBA analyst Kenyon Martin is with us now. So, Kenyon, do you agree with those comments from Frazier?
I think he's reaching. You got to look at the whole scenario of the timeout. Did LeBron James just come out of the game? Had he been sitting over there for a while? What the situation was, you don't know. I think he's reaching. Does Andre Ingram not care as well? Does Tyson Chandler not care? Like you just singled out LeBron James in this instance. Because anything LeBron James does at this point is magnified. People nitpick. Can't do anything right. They're losing. It's all his fault. He's going to get the coach fired. I think Clyde is reaching at this point. You don't know the scenario. You don't know, like I said, did he just come out of the game? Is that his scheduled rest? Had he been sitting over there for minutes? You got to look at the whole concept, the whole picture. You just can't. Single guy said he doesn't care. He's been the ultimate team guy every spot he's been in. Just came one situation, one timeout. The whole thing Rondo went through a couple weeks ago, you putting that into the situation that he didn't. So you just, I think he's reaching. I honestly think he's reaching.
In your NBA career, was there ever a night when you started the game, you're in the starting lineup, that you did that? During a timeout, you just sat?
Yeah, that was my seat.
Okay.
That last seat on the bench from my 15-year career, no matter what team I was on, that last seat was my seat.
Okay.
So when I come out of the game, whoever was sitting at the situation, I look, or somebody let you know this, hey, Kenyon coming.
Get out.
That's my seat.
Okay. And I'll bet they moved.
No matter the situation, no matter the time, that's my seat.
But when time was called and the team huddled around the coach, would you stay in your seat?
It depends on if I just came out of the game or not.
Okay.
If I had just come out of the game, I know I'm not going back in the game, so whatever is said in that timeout doesn't pertain to me.
There you go. That's all I needed.
It doesn't pertain
That's
to me.
all I needed. I've been trying to tell you, Skip Bayless.
So, if I'm been sitting over there and there's a timeout, I get up, I'm within earshot. If it doesn't pertain to me, then I go sit back down, maybe. Or if I go talk to one of the assistant coaches, go talk to some of the analysts at the game, I might go grab a piece of gum off the table. I might go blow my nose. I might go get some water.
Would indicate you're still engaged in the game, right?
He was talking to Tyson. He got something from one of the trainers behind the bench or whatever he did. He was engaged. He just, whatever was said at that particular time, it didn't pertain to LeBron James. So like I said, if social media and cameras and all that was around when Clyde was playing, I'm pretty sure there was a timeout throughout his career that he wasn't in the huddle. So I just think he's reaching, man. I just think everything that LeBron does at this point.
Are you going to make it, Shannon?
Oh, Skip Bayless. I don't agree. I wholeheartedly agree with Kenyon Martin. And I was so glad. I'm so glad we got a former NBA player because that's my argument. Had LeBron James, he had been sitting there. He wasn't going back in the ball game because we know now LeBron is on a minutes restriction. When he comes out of the ball game in the first quarter, he's not going back in to the start of the second. We know that now. So now, because LeBron low-hanging fruit. For the first time in 8 years, he's not going to be in the NBA Finals. For the first time in 14 years, he's not going to make the playoffs. So everything that's going wrong with the Lakers is LeBron's fault. This is a totally, like you said, Kenyon, the difference is between what Rajon Rondo did and LeBron. Somebody paid $5,000 a seat to sit in that seat that Rajon Rondo was sitting in. That seat that LeBron was sitting in, they sit it there especially for him. So we know that. It's easy. Oh, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Really? So now all of a sudden they're losing. He doesn't care when he's just been doing it his whole career. But I guess he cared a little more when they winning. But now when you losing, he cares very little. LeBron low-hanging fruit. Now they could critique everything. But by the way, Skip Bayless, just because no one knew, LeBron had 4 strips of bacon, toast, and some egg whites yesterday for breakfast. Since y'all want to know everything about what he's doing.
How do you know that?
How do you know,
He eats bacon? He doesn't eat bacon.
Yeah, he eat bacon.
He does not eat bacon.
He eat bacon, sausage too.
Bacon's just pure fat.
I don't eat that. Good. That's good healthy fat.
He needs it. He's running it off.
Yeah, that keto.
He averaged 38 minutes a game. He needed it.
Yeah. Now, Skip Bayless, now you heard an NBA player tell you how you feel about that now, Skip.
Okay, Walt Frazier used to be an NBA player, and he won not one but 2 championships with the New York Knicks and was probably the best player on both of those teams. You could argue that.
Yeah.
But I'll say he was. But was he the face of the franchise or face of the league? Nope, he wasn't that. LeBron James is the face of the league. No matter what's happened this year, he is it. He's still on the poster for this league. He's the guy, right?
Yeah.
You say he's the best player on the planet. I beg to differ, but most people believe he's still the best player on the planet. So there is some more obligation on his part to look like he's invested, to look like he dares to even stoop to associate with his basketball team, because there have been numerous times this year when it looked like he was disassociating from the team. He sat before several seats away when he gets taken out of the game. He'll sit in the end seat when there are 3 seats in between him and the next player. It's optics. It is social media optics, but it's a bad look, not only for the NBA, but for the Los Angeles Lakers, who are paying him
Don't worry about
Let me ask you this.
$35 million.
So if he's in the timeout, right?
Yeah.
And engaged, he won't let Luke talk, then what?
Well,
He's coaching the team now.
You would like to see
Now,
it.
right.
LeBron James trying to coach the team now.
Well, obviously, he's going to play the most minutes, right? Did he play the most minutes yesterday? He played the most minutes. So you would think during each timeout, it's just incumbent upon him. It's a responsibility he carries at $35 million. Did you ever make $35 million?
No,
You did not.
Not in one
But here's
season.
the thing, though, Skip.
But
you
hey,
make it seem like so moving forward. This is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch with KD. I'm going to watch with Harden and Steph and all these great players.
But they're not LeBron.
But
they
yes,
don't
they
do-
are.
no,
Yes, they are. For
right.
their team, they are.
wait,
For their
you said
team,
they
they are
are
LeBron
LeBron.
James. For their team,
Well, I think
they
Kevin Durant's
are
better
LeBron
than
James.
LeBron James is.
For the Houston Rockets, Chris Paul and James Harden is LeBron James.
Okay.
And I saw
For
James
Golden
Harden
State,
last
for
night.
the Golden State Warriors, KD and Steph is LeBron James.
And I saw last night
whatever
James
they
Harden
do-
had that heat pack on his neck. And when they was in the timeout, he was still sitting on the bench.
And ain't nobody saying nothing. Because guess what?
They're not LeBron.
They're in third place.
Skip.
Who's more popular, LeBron James or
That's
James
not about
Harden? Help me
popularity.
out. Yeah.
But no, that's not what he's saying. He said that it showed that he didn't care.
he didn't
so
care.
James Harden doesn't care.
Walt
Steph-
Frazier said, when you are the face of the
Doesn't
NBA,
matter at that particular point.
right?
No.
Face of the NBA.
But Skip, he's making it seem like what LeBron doing is
It's
not
detrimental
normal
to his team.
That's normal. Kenya just said that's normal what players would do. If they're not going back into the game, what he's saying is not going to affect them.
Talking out of both sides of mouth.
How?
1 minute,
How?
you want him to be the best player on the
He
planet.
is.
In the next minute, you want to say, well, he can do whatever he wants to
No,
do,
that's
like
not-
everybody
no,
does.
no,
that.
he's doing what every other
not
player
everybody.
does.
He's not everybody.
He's
LeBron
is he
James.
part of
Is
that
it a
15?
bad look?
Is he
Yes.
a part of that 15-man roster?
Yep. So you just
He's part of
said
a team.
Ben Roethlisberger,
He's part of a team.
ex-players. So here's an ex-player. He's
part of a team.
That's taken a big shot.
But he's low-hanging
Okay.
fruit.
All ex-players take
He's
shots
not
at these
LeBron.
guys.
LeBron James is the highest hanging fruit.
He can't do anything
highest
wrong.
hanging.
He can't do anything
Okay.
wrong.
You know
He's
what?
human. Is he human?
LeBron James
Is he human?
had an opportunity
Is he
this
human?
year.
Is he human?
Unfortunately, he is.
So therefore,
He actually
humans
He pulled a muscle this year.
yeah, so he's human.
You believe in that? I thought he was Iron Man.
Hey, he's human.
LeBron James had an opportunity this year to do the greatest thing he's ever done. That's to take this Laker team without a bona fide second star to him into the playoffs. If he'd made the 8th seed, I would have said, wow, that's really good.
No, you wouldn't.
You thought he'd been the 4th
No,
seed.
you wouldn't. You'd
For a
have said-
while, it looked like he would
you'd
be
have
the
said if
4th seed.
LeBron James is the greatest player in the NBA, Michael Jordan would have had him at least to the second seed.
Take them to the conference finals. You get that team to the conference finals, I'd be saying, wow.
Really, Skip?
Yeah, but to do it, you're going to have to lead those kids. You can't send the message constantly, I don't want to associate with those guys because that's a mess over there. Don't include
told
me
you?
with them.
So that's what they told
Yep,
you?
that's what he's done it all
Is
year.
that what they told
He's
you?
done it all year.
We ain't talking about all year. We're talking about this specific situation that Clyde Frazier criticized this man about.
This is not unusual. He's been doing this
We're
consistently
talking about this
the whole year.
situation.
But he did it in Cleveland.
And they went to 8 straight finals.
Well, he did it in Cleveland at the very worst time at the end of regulation of Game 1 when they had him. Had him
see,
on the ropes.
But if he did it
And
in
what did he do then?
if
He pouted.
If
That
he
was
did it in
just a
Cleveland,
straight pout.
He did it in Miami.
Yeah.
So did he not care? So
did he not care then?
Did he not care in Cleveland?
in Cleveland,
Okay,
Miami.
which situation are we talking about?
Same when he sit on the end of the
Game
bench.
1.
When he sit on the end of the
No, no,
bench.
Game 1. Don't associate me with those guys.
Stop it,
I don't
Skip.
do that.
Stop it. Stop it. No. We're not talking about no game 1.
Okay,
We're
sorry.
talking about a behavior that the man has exhibited throughout his 16-year career when he's not about to be involved in the game. So he sits over there. So what, did he not care then or did he just not care now?
I just got to tell you, I respect the heck out of Walt Frazier.
Of course, because he
He's
criticized
a big guy.
LeBron.
He's a big guy. Nope. Nope, he's not the first.
So he's not allowed to be wrong?
No, you
Just because
he's
you
wrong?
respect, just because you respect, he's not allowed to be wrong.
Frazier wrong.
Yeah, I'm calling him wrong. Yes,
Okay.
Kenyon Martin said calling him wrong.
I'm calling him Hall of Fame.
Oh, he's a Hall of Fame. Yes, that
Hall
doesn't
of
mean
Famers
he
could be
right.
wrong, Skip.
That don't
I'm
mean he
calling him a
right.
2-ring Hall of Fame.
But he's still wrong.
That don't mean
How many
he always
basketball
right.
rings do we have at this table right
It doesn't
now?
mean he's right.
It doesn't mean
How many do
anything
we
to
have?
It doesn't matter.
Skip.
We have none.
I'm not always right.
Skip.
You're not always right.
Skip, here's the thing, though, Skip.
Mostly.
That's not always right.
But see, that's the biggest misconception. People think right has to do with equations.
No.
Whether you want a Pulitzer Prize or a Nobel Prize, you can be wrong.
Yes.
I got 3 rings. I can be wrong.
Is that a bad look for LeBron James?
No.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Is it a bad look for the league? Yes.
No, it's not.
It just is. If
it's not.
Clyde Frazier says that's a bad
No,
look,
it's-
I'm going to take that to my bank.
Why? Why is Clyde Frazier got to be...
And it's going to be counterfeit.
He
They're going
is
to turn you
the
around.
host of New York
No,
basketball.
no,
unfortunately,
Yeah, he's
he's
the-
still
in the
all
70s,
they got.
yeah. In the 70s, yeah. I
all
get
they
it.
got.
But he's the same guy that says say KD is not worthy because he wouldn't join Golden State. Is he right?
Well, a lot of people believe that.
I don't know what a lot of
We
people
talking
think
about
that?
Clyde.
Unfortunately, I
Wait,
don't
wait,
think
wait a
we're
minute.
gonna have
You
enough
think
time
that?
We're talking about
to come to
Clyde.
Wait a minute.
conclusion
You
about this
think
one.
that?
We're talking
what?
about Clyde here.
Okay, he changed the subject. I didn't
We talking
change
about
it.
Clyde.
You brought up
Wait,
KD.
we are. We're talking about
I'm talking
that.
about
What
Clyde
Clyde said about Clyde.
situation.
Right.
What Clyde said about KD.
All right, it's good to get your take.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wish we had more time. Why, oh why is Jerry Jones now a fan of the Browns?